Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on a true legend of the silver screen, Rock Hudson. With his chiseled good looks, charming on-screen presence, and trailblazing career, Rock Hudson captivated audiences for decades, leaving an indelible mark on the film industry. But before he became a household name, Rock Hudson was just Roy Harold Shearer Jr., a young boy growing up in the Midwest with big dreams and an even bigger personality. Born on November 17, 1925, in Winnetka, Illinois, Roy was the only child of Catherine and Roy Shearer Sr. His early life was marked by turmoil, with his parents divorcing when he was just 4 years old. This pivotal event would shape Rock's future relationships and inform his eventual rise to stardom. After the divorce, Roy's mother remarried, and the family relocated to Winnetka, where Roy spent most of his childhood. The charming North Shore town, with its tree-lined streets and picturesque homes, seemed like an idyllic setting for a young boy to grow up. However, beneath the surface, Roy's family struggled to make ends meet during the Great Depression. As Roy navigated his early years, he was surrounded by the opulence of Chicago's North Shore, where the wealthy elite resided in grand estates and enjoyed lavish lifestyles. Yet, his family's financial situation was far from affluent. His stepfather, Wallace Fitzgerald, worked as a mechanic, and the family relied on his modest income to get by. Despite these challenges, Roy's mother encouraged his early interest in acting, recognizing the charismatic spark that would one day propel him to stardom. She would often take him to the local cinema, where they would watch classic films starring iconic actors like Clark Gable and Cary Grant. These movie nights not only provided a welcome escape from the hardships of everyday life, but also instilled in Roy a sense of wonder and awe for the magic of Hollywood. As a young boy, Roy attended New Trier High School, a prestigious institution that boasted a strong drama program. It was here that he developed a passion for the performing arts, honing his craft through roles in school plays and musicals. He was an active member of the school's glee club, where he would often sing and perform in front of his peers. These early experiences not only helped him build confidence, but also taught him the value of hard work and dedication. Roy's drama teacher, Mrs. Drama Teacher Johnson, took a particular interest in him, recognizing his talent and encouraging him to pursue a career in acting. She would often provide him with guidance and support, helping him to navigate the complexities of the craft. The historical context of Rock Hudson's early years is fascinating, with the Great Depression and World War II looming large over American society. As Roy navigated his adolescence, he was exposed to the glamour of old Hollywood through the movies, which offered a welcome escape from the hardships of everyday life. The iconic stars of the era, such as Gable and Grant, became his idols, and he began to dream of following in their footsteps. He would often spend hours poring over movie magazines, reading about the lives of his favorite stars and imagining himself in their shoes. Roy's family life continued to influence his development, with his mother playing a particularly significant role in shaping his ambitions. She encouraged his creative pursuits and even helped him land a few modeling gigs, which gave him a taste of the spotlight and further fueled his desire for stardom. Roy's mother was a complex figure, both nurturing and demanding. She pushed him to excel, often expecting more from him than he thought possible. Yet, she also provided him with a sense of security and comfort, being his rock in times of uncertainty. As Roy entered his late teens, he began to feel restless, eager to break free from the constraints of small-town life and make his mark on the world. He would often take long walks along the shores of Lake Michigan, lost in thought as he gazed out at the horizon. These moments of solitude allowed him to reflect on his dreams and aspirations, to imagine the possibilities that lay beyond the confines of Winnetka. Roy's sense of wanderlust was growing, and he knew that he had to take a chance, to roll the dice and see where life would take him. With his rugged good looks, quick wit, and undeniable charm, Roy Shearer Jr. was poised to take the first steps toward becoming Rock Hudson, one of Hollywood's most beloved and enduring stars. As Roy Shearer Jr. set his sights on Hollywood, He was determined to leave an indelible mark on the industry. In 1946, at the age of 21, he made the bold decision to move to Los Angeles, where he hoped to find work as an actor. The city's vibrant film scene pulsed with energy, and Roy was drawn to its allure like a moth to flame. With his rugged good looks and undeniable charm, he quickly began to make a name for himself in the city's esteemed studios and on its sun-kissed streets. He landed small roles in several films, including Fighter Squadron, 1948, and Undertow, 1949, which helped him gain valuable experience and build his confidence as a performer. It was during this period that Roy adopted the stage name Rock Hudson, a moniker that would become synonymous with Hollywood stardom. The name change was purportedly suggested by his agent, Henry Wilson, who believed it would be more memorable and marketable than his given name. As Rock Hudson, he began to land more substantial roles, including a notable part in the 1950 film One-Way Street, which caught the attention of critics and industry insiders. The film's director, Hugo Fregonese, recalled being impressed by Hudson's raw talent and charisma, saying, "Rock had a certain je ne sais quoi that was impossible to ignore." Hudson's breakthrough role came in 1952 with the release of Bend of the River, a Western epic directed by Anthony Mann. The film's success marked a turning point in Hudson's career, establishing him as a leading man with undeniable box office appeal. He went on to star in a string of successful films throughout the 1950s, including The Lawless Breed, 1953, Taza, Son of Cochise, 1954, and Giant, 1956, which cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. On set, Hudson was known for his tireless work ethic and dedication to his craft. He would often arrive early, eager to rehearse and perfect his scenes, earning the respect and admiration of his peers. One of Hudson's most significant collaborations during this period was with director Douglas Sirk, with whom he worked on several films, including Magnificent Obsession, 1954, and All That Heaven Allows, 1955. These melodramas showcased Hudson's ability to convey complex emotions and vulnerability on screen, earning him critical acclaim and further solidifying his position as a leading man. As Sirk once observed, Rock had a great gift for playing the ordinary guy with extraordinary problems, a talent that would serve him well throughout his career. The two men developed a close professional relationship, with Sirk pushing Hudson to explore deeper, more nuanced performances. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Hudson continued to appear in a wide range of films, including dramas, comedies, and romantic leads. He worked with some of the most prominent directors of the era, including George Cukor, Vincente Minnelli, and Stanley Donen, and starred alongside many of Hollywood's most talented actresses, including Elizabeth Taylor, Doris Day, and Julie Andrews. His performances were often marked by a sense of effortless charm and charisma, which helped to make him one of the most beloved stars of his generation. On screen, Hudson had a unique ability to connect with his co-stars, creating a sense of chemistry that was undeniable. As Hudson's career reached new heights, he became known for his generosity and kindness off-screen as well. He was renowned for his philanthropic efforts, particularly in the area of children's charities, and was often called upon to support various causes and events. Despite his growing fame, Hudson remained humble and grounded, preferring to keep his personal life out of the spotlight. However, rumors about his private life began to circulate, with some speculating about his relationships and personal struggles. Hudson's response was to focus on his work, using his craft as a way to escape the pressures and scrutiny of fame. In 1959, Hudson starred in the hit film Pillow Talk, a romantic comedy that paired him with Doris Day and spawned two successful sequels. The film's success marked a new phase in Hudson's career, as he began to focus more on comedic roles and lighter fare. He went on to appear in several more comedies throughout the 1960s, including Lover Come Back, 1961, and Send Me No Flowers, 1964, which cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most versatile and bankable stars. The films were often marked by their witty banter and charming chemistry between Hudson and his co-stars, with Day recalling, Rock was a joy to work with. He had a wonderful sense of humor and was always game for trying new things. As the 1960s drew to a close, Hudson continued to work at a frenetic pace, appearing in films such as To Brook, 1967, and Ice Station Zebra, 1968. He also began to explore other creative outlets, including theater and television. In 1969, he starred in the Broadway production of Cactus Flower, earning critical acclaim for his performance. The play's director, Abe Burrows, praised Hudson's stage presence, saying, "Rock had a natural ability to command an audience. He was a true star." As the 1970s unfolded like a vibrant tapestry, Rock Hudson continued to navigate the ever-changing landscape of Hollywood with the ease and finesse of a seasoned sailor charting through unexplored waters. He took on a diverse range of roles that showcased his enduring talent and versatility, much like a master painter experimenting with different hues and techniques. His filmography during this period included gems such as Pretty Maids, All in a Row, 1971, a comedy that highlighted his ability to play characters with a lighter touch, and Showdown, 1973, a Western drama that allowed him to tap into his rugged side. Hudson's personal life also underwent significant changes during this period, akin to the metamorphosis of a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. He began to prioritize his health and wellness, adopting a more relaxed and introspective approach to his career, which included taking up meditation and yoga to calm his mind and soothe his body. This newfound focus on self-care allowed him to recharge and refocus, much like a master chef adding new ingredients to their signature dish. As he looked back on this period, Hudson reflected, "I realized that I didn't have to be constantly on to be successful. I could take a step back, breathe, and still deliver performances that resonated with audiences." In the 1980s, Hudson's focus shifted towards television like a ship changing its course, with notable appearances in series such as The Devlin Connection, 1982, and Dynasty, 1984-1985. His performance in the latter as the charming and mysterious Daniel Reese earned him a new generation of fans and critical acclaim, much like a fine wine gaining complexity and depth with age. As he navigated the complexities of his personal life, Hudson remained committed to his craft, continuing to inspire and entertain audiences with his unique blend of charm, wit, and vulnerability. One of Hudson's most significant later works was his starring role in the television series The Colbys, 1985-1987, a spin-off of the popular soap opera Dynasty. His portrayal of Jason Colby, the patriarch of the wealthy and influential Colby family, showcased his ability to bring depth and nuance to complex characters, much like a master novelist crafting multi-dimensional protagonists. As Hudson reflected on his experiences working in television, he observed, "I've always believed that the key to success is to stay open to new challenges and opportunities, and to never stop learning and growing as an artist. Television allowed me to explore different facets of my craft, from comedy to drama, and to connect with audiences in a more intimate way." However, Hudson's life took a dramatic turn in 1984 when he was diagnosed with AIDS, a disease that was still poorly understood and widely stigmatized at the time, much like a dark cloud casting a shadow over a previously sunny landscape. With characteristic courage and determination, Hudson chose to use his platform to raise awareness about the disease, becoming one of the first major celebrities to publicly disclose their HIV status, akin to a beacon shining bright in the darkness. His bravery in the face of adversity inspired countless others to follow in his footsteps, helping to humanize and destigmatize the disease. As Hudson navigated this new reality, he drew upon his inner reserves of strength and resilience, much like a tree weathering a storm. He continued to work, using his platform to raise awareness and funds for AIDS research, and to support those affected by the disease. His courage and advocacy helped to shift the cultural narrative around AIDS, paving the way for greater understanding, acceptance, and compassion. Rock Hudson passed away on October 2, 1985, at the age of 59, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and influence new generations of actors, filmmakers, and audiences. much like a masterpiece of art continuing to evoke emotions and spark conversations long after its creation. Today, Rock Hudson is remembered not only for his impressive contributions to the world of entertainment, but also for his courage and advocacy in the face of adversity, much like a hero who has left an indelible mark on the fabric of our collective consciousness. His legacy extends far beyond his films and television shows, inspiring countless individuals to live their lives with authenticity, compassion, and purpose. A reminder that we all have the power to make a positive impact on the world around us. As film critic and historian Todd McCarthy noted, Rock Hudson was a true Hollywood legend, whose unique blend of charm, wit, and vulnerability continues to captivate audiences today. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.